Hey, thanks. Shout out to you, bro. Thanks for coming. I'm sorting my fishing tackle. So I've kind of made a mess of all my fishing stuff. Not all of it. Stuff I had out and about with me. But like stuff like this happens. You see? But then like stuff like that, it's kind of organized, right? But I have lots of boxes to go through. I have tons, so. I should be out fishing, but the weather's a bit off out there, and it's Sunday, work tomorrow. It's windier than they said it'd be. So I'm doing this and doing laundry. And hey, morning. Thanks for coming. Yeah, thank you. I'm doing all right. Thanks for coming. I should be out fishing, but the weather's not the greatest out there today. It's windier than they said, and it's a bit cool. So I'm doing laundry, and I'm sorting my fishing tackle, charging my batteries in my boat, and gonna reline some fishing rods, and figured I'd go live. Some of my stuff is organized, but then like stuff I had on the road with me is like a mess. Somehow sometimes I get messes like this. And then the bottom of my buckets, when I go shore fishing, end up with loose tackle. What it is I clean up other people's line when I'm fishing. And I just throw it in my bucket. Then it gets tangled. This lure here, I snagged someone else's snag and found it. So I just throw it in the bucket, and then it gets tangled in with whatever else. These I didn't find. Oh, you're near Buffalo? Yeah, that's not far from me. I can get to Buffalo in an hour. Where I'm located, I can get Lake Ontario, Lake Erie. But if you're near Buffalo, yeah, so that's not far. Cool, you fish out there? What do you think? Gonna get a good winter this year in Buffalo? I think so. I think we're due for a good cold winter. What I'm gonna do too is I'm gonna try to like build a board. So like some of the baits I kind of just got on clearance and stocked up on can just be hanging on the board like on pins. And make sure I have one or two of them in my actual tackle, which I do. Same thing with some of these, still new in the package. They're gonna go on the cork board. I call it that, display board, whatever. But the first thing I always do, I haven't done this since the spring. First thing I do is just gather all the garbage. And then like in a box like this, it was a miscellaneous box. I just start pulling the lures out. So putting the spoons with the spoons, crankbaits with the crankbaits. And then what I'll do is I'll put in different cases, like all these crankbaits. Well, this ended up in here. It shouldn't have. These are the divers that'll dive to like 12 to 15 feet or less. And then I use another container for like the deeper divers. So that's what we use this one for, is for the deep divers. And just things get kind of moved around. So there I have an empty box ready to be organized properly. What I think I'll do with that one is go with the deep divers. Which, gotta go up front here. There's another empty. Oh yeah, here we go. More. Over these. Look at these ones. Look at this lure. Look at that thing. Man, that'll catch a monster. Go shark fishing with that thing. Yeah, I've been trying to collect. I haven't used them much, but for when I end up in a place I can use them. I gotta figure out how I have this in there. And then I have them. Look at this one. few of these I picked up from swap meets, and a couple of them I bought as well, like from bait manufacturers, like local ones. There's a muskrat lure. Check that thing out. Some good monster hooks in the back of it, and hooks in the center. That's called a Polish perch. Yeah, big pike. From Toronto, are you? Cool, bro. I'm about an hour, and I'm towards Niagara, kind of. About an hour or so from you. I work in Toronto, like I work on the road and a little bit. Man, I see a lot of places to fish in Toronto. Like just small areas with water. They must have fish. And there's good pike along the lakefront, right? Lakeshore, Toronto. All right, so that one we're just going to leave the way it is. Yeah, musky baits. And that's what I'm trying to do. I haven't used them much, but I just haven't had time to travel. So, but I want to have, you know, the collection built up for as I get in the spot to be able to use the musky baits and big pike, like you say. But what I'm doing is I'm cleaning up my stuff. Like I've been fishing a lot of shore spots this season, and I'll pick up other line I snag and find laying around left by others and stuff. So I just throw it in my bucket, and then like some lures I find, snag and find. This here, this jitterbug I found floating on the top of the water. Yeah. There's muskie really starting to move into that area. There's been a few big muskie caught in Toronto Harbor. One made the news. I think that was last year. So that population is growing in that area. The muskies. And pike. I've always heard of people having luck in the right along Lakeshore where they have the little like inlets, I guess, are like old where that old restaurant boat was and stuff like that, things like that. Like, apparently there's pike in and around all those spots. Lots of bass. Yeah, Lake Ontario has lots of bass. We'll put aside for the top water box. Yeah, I've been wanting to troll that harbor, and right now too, salmon, right out front of there. Catch and release salmon. It's pretty windy today, eh, bud? Windier than they said it would be. Captain John's, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so all those areas, like along Lakeshore, apparently hold pike. Man, I should get some scissors to make my job easier here. Oh, really? Cool. Okay, finally I got that one out. That's a good lure. The yellow and black, fish seem to like that color. So I guess we'll go deep divers in this box. And that's anything like 22 feet and above. That'll dive 30 feet. This one there. Just throw out 150 feet, a line behind the boat, and that'll get you down there. That's the Rapala tail dancer, deep tail dancers. And then that one's a 30 footer, and that one's a 20, 25. Let's see, I forget now. 9 meters. Oh no, so this one's the 30 footer. That one might be the 40 footer. You know, flatline troll, you end up in spots where the water's deep, right? Hey, thanks, bro. If you upload content, I'll check out your channel as well. I think that one's the 20, 25. Same bait though. Tail dancer, just a different depth. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it's the 20 foot, dives to 20 feet. That old antique, original floater, Rapala. Hey bro, how goes it? You know what? The weather person was off today, and it's a little colder than they called it to be, and it's windier than they called it to be. So I'm doing laundry, sorting my tackle. How are you? Oh yeah. No, I'm doing good. Is my screen black or is it still gone now? It's still gone now? Yeah, okay. I gotta shut the stream down and start it again. Cool. All right. Thanks for letting me know. I'll be going live again pretty much right away.